Well, hey folks, Species 7 here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the Ricciville map for Farm Sim 19. So, now that we are, our fields are showing as germinated, they have reached the next stage of growth. So I'm out here adding some fertilizer. Since we couldn't do it before, it was still considering it the same stage. Although, thanks for letting me know that you can fool the game by simply, if it was dry fert you put down, to put some wet down, and if it was wet you put down, you can put dry down, and the game goes, okay. So easily fooled. But, well, since we've actually got it at a point where it'll do it without having to trick it, we're going to do it. This one was at 66, so this should pretty much cover us. I believe the one right across is only at like 33. So it's going to require this and then something a little later just to get by. Now, problem. Yeah, I'm going to have to do 3 strips anyway, aren't I? Sure. So, let's just... get that part settled right now. There we are. Good overlap. We'll get the next one. We'll finish it. So I do hope everybody's doing well today. It is the middle of the week. So, very nice, very nice. Beautiful day here out on the Sunshine Coast, living up to its name. It is, well, not t-shirt weather, but you could certainly wander around without a jacket, which for, you know, end of the first week of October in the Great White North is not too bad. Of course, I do live extremely south in the Great White North, and, well, if I lived any more west, I'd be on the island, so. Yeah. Hello, Dexter. Have you come to say hi to all the fine YouTubies? No? You're looking for a bug, are you? This thing is too cold, man. I have to close your catio pretty soon. Came in here this morning, it was freezing cold. And I guess when you got a window wide open to the outside all night, that'll happen. I try to hold off till the end of October before I close up their catio, but we'll see. We've had like 3 clear days in a row, and although it gets just absolutely gorgeous during the day, of course, there's nothing to hold that heat in at night, and yeah, by 9 or 10 p.m., it's all gone. Yeah. I think it went down to 4 degrees last night. That's Celsius, of course, which is like, you know, many Fahrenheits. So, if that had been 4 degrees Fahrenheit, I would have thought I woke up in Ontario, but yeah. Nope, good stuff still out here on the west coast, sucking up the sunshine. Alright, we're going to get a couple of fields done with this load. I got the rest of the cornfield seeded, and I am, to the best of my knowledge, now on map version 1.4. I've added the new buildings, and I didn't have any products or anything like that in any of the old buildings, so the ones that were new, I hope I did the right thing. I simply overwrote them. You know, rather than removing them from the map is what I mean, and then, so it did that successfully, near as I could tell. I said I hadn't yet moved any product to them, so it's not like they were going to suddenly have a conflict with what was or was not in them. Geez, there's a lot of grass over here a person could kind of make use of, eh? What do you think? Okay. I think this is the one that's going to need one more. Oh, that's all right. We'll be able to come over it, I guess, the next stage, as it were. And see how that does for us. Almost tempted to turn this into one giant field. It's because they are so close in dimension and such. It would be nothing to drag it across that one bit of road and go, there you go. All for one and one for all and all that crap, but I don't think it's necessary. These are kind of nice just by the sheer volume of different fruit types on this map, you know. You almost want as many separate smaller fields as you can get if you want to grow all of the products required to run all of the factories required to run all of the product chains. So, boom. Let's see how that goes. Yeah, I mean, I might as well do the fertilization this way. It's not a big deal. Yeah, look at them freaking weeds, man. That's not impressive. How are we doing here? Look at our compass. Oh, yeah. Only wavering about 1/10 of a degree. So, maybe a bit iffy on the long run, but there you go. And good. And just about the time you think you're picking up speed, there we go. I got a fair bit of this to do. Jeez. Almost be worth getting another spreader and hiring a helper to go out and do some of our fields way out in the middle of the nowheres there. But I think we'll get her done. Got a whole day of this to do. We've still got late spring to get through, with whatever joys it may bring. I probably could have gone a little further on that one. Yeah. Oh. That's not too big an overlap. I think we'll call it allowable. There we are, just about on the 90. Again, you get that kind of 1/10 of a degree waiver from, you know, I guess the suspension, the connections, and all of the good bits in between the, you know, and of course the small deviations in the land. And they are small. This is a pretty bounce a quarter off it type flat map. Alright. Figure what? 2 more rows and then that normal nasty leftover piece on the edge. But I must say the fertilizer certainly lasts. Good heavens. Like the lime, we'd have gone through 9 trailer fulls of it by now. You'd be going, how much is this gonna cost? But none of my fields required liming. Man, that's close. almost too far. And yeah, I think we're going to have that annoying edge by the look of how this is spreading across. Oh, and the other field's a little bigger, so that's okay. We're going to have to do an extra strip there anyways. So they're not quite the same, eh? Hadn't really noticed on that edge. I just know when I'm coming along here, I always think about it. Woohoo. Barely got that on in time. Ooh, don't wander too far. That's a little better. Try and keep it at least close to the 270. You can see the hind sign off in the back. Well, you can see he. I know. Well, almost. H-E-I. Yeah, there you go, H-E-I. And, yeah, again, really huge buildings, footprints that take up, you know, half an acre or so. Oh, that wasn't good. Yeah, I didn't do a very good job on that one. I know I could just slow down and start at the end of the field like a normal person, but what fun is normal? So yeah, it was quite a morning out here. I'm not sure what the heck was going on, but kitties were acting like there were wild bears roaming the neighborhood, and I could hear dogs barking up and down the street. It started about 5:30 this morning, I guess. And it likely was a bear. They tend to cause quite a bit of commotion amongst the local domesticateds when they show up, especially dogs. There's a couple of dogs in the neighborhood that once they get a whiff of bear, they don't shut up. They just don't. They keep barking until the darn thing's left the neighborhood for 2 hours. Didn't see him this time, though. Whoa. See how close we can get there to the edge so that we get most of the next field when we get to it. That's probably looking pretty good, eh? Yeah, that's not much overlap. So I'm going to call that as being sufficient. And we're still going to get that annoying little strip on that one, aren't we? Sure. Buggers. Yeah, look at that, eh? Just enough to make you have to do that last row. But, like I said, this is, I guess, the day to do it, because we've certainly got the time and the conditions for it. Okay, that's starting to come off that edge. That's not good. It's not a difference of much, but it's enough. Good enough. There we go. So once this one's done, well, as I said, there are certainly other ones that need right up by the shop. We've got a couple, I believe. And of course that cornfield will have to be done as well. But I don't think it'll be ready because we seeded it, well, basically this morning. So, and as our planter, or planted it, I should say, it was not cedar, it was the planter. And our planter does have fertilization, so I can't imagine it's going to be wanting another great quick. Alright, let's give you the big fold up. So you're done, and you're done. Let's just quickly see. So you're now at 100%. That's our oats. And you're at 66 on the barley. So the barley's going to need one more session before we're done. That's okay. Let's beacon up. Hop in Le Tracador. And head off to our next job. Okay. Here's one of the new factories. There's the Heinz. Alrighty. Now, this field that I'm about to do, this guy here, needs lime. Oh, and it's 100% fertilized. Well, of course it is, but it needs a lime. No, the canola's already germinated, so it's not going to be getting no lime out of me, I'll tell you. No, sir. Ketchup, mustard, mayo, gravy, and slurry. What? What are you... Oh, you're just being a nut. That's one strange. Okay, there's oil. That was one of the things we needed. What the heck's that? Onion rings? What the heck is that supposed to be? I tell you, this doesn't help. Okay, there's mustard. I guess that's mayonnaise and that's ketchup? Alright. I mean, surely you could have just come up with the other two of those bottles. They come in a set of 3, and the other two, well, the one's relish and one's ketchup, so maybe that wouldn't have worked, but, you know. Okay. Fresh hemp milk. Oh, I've never tried that. I tried almond milk and cashew milk and oat milk and rice milk and soy milk. I've never tried that, though. Is this the rock salt, then? Where's this rock salt? I don't know. We'll figure it out. But anyway, there you go. Oh, gravy and slurry. Yeah, I'll bet we'll be able to tell the difference between gravy and slurry. Yeah, I'll tell you, the way my ex-wife made gravy, you wouldn't have known there was a difference. Oh, man, I hope she doesn't watch my YouTube channel. Although, why would I care at this point, right? Alright, so... those ones are not particularly going to be needing me tending. But what I'm really curious about there is, as I say, where these two factories sit, that was actually part of that field. And I decided rather than use it all up, Okay, this is our wheat field, and it definitely needs this. So, but yeah, I decided rather than use the whole field, I would simply, you know, paint over the parts we weren't using. And, you know, go from there. Alright, I think what I'm going to do in this instance is hire up a worker. You don't need your beacons anymore, I don't think. Okay, according to them, they've completed their task. Now that usually means that this isn't ready for my ministrations. See, that field I'm saving. Now it's going to be our hemp field. Yeah, I know, go big or go home, right? Dude, if you're going to grow a hemp field, get a big one. And I have. Alright, so what state is this in? Germinated. No, apparently I can't stomp it into oblivion. So if I try and do this myself, is it going to give me the same pretty much miserable news or what? No. Seems to be working. So, happy hired helper, are you going to just pack it in if I hire you? No. Very interesting. Whee! Ah, man. Butt weevil. Okay. That stuff's nasty. So yeah, it's not warm enough yet, is it, for planting the hemp? So, yeah, see, it's 66 now. 48, 33. Okay, perfect. I'm not sure what the issue was with the old hired hand, but that's okay. They're out there doing their thing now. Okay, this needs lime. However, now it seems to me that yeah, our cedar cultivates, our planter doesn't, if I remember rightly. That'd help if I press this one. Garage, we have. Aha. Yes, it does. No, it doesn't. Okay, so I do have a task. I do. Let's grab the warrior. Well, there you go. 1 horse 12 XL. What? Well, I suppose we should beacon up, eh? Beacons activate. There we go. I know you can't see them, but honest, they are running. Ta-da. Man, I should get a room there instead of sleeping under my truck in the garage. Oh, I meant to ask, is anybody on this map been using the Real Clock mod? Like for a period of time where if it was going to screw it up, it would. Man, I missed that one. Is traffic being nice to you, man? Don't be wasting my fertilizer. It doesn't grow on trees, you know. Alrighty, here we go. Oh, they're waiting. That's cool. Good to see. Good to see. How far down the field do they let them? Oh, not much, eh? Thank you. Well, hopefully, this guy's up to the task. It should be. As far as I know, it's, got the papa to do this. Very nice. And how are you doing for material? Reasonable, eh? Alright. See what you... Yeah. Amazing, eh? Some of the tools that they use, like the seeder, for instance, if he's using that big Amazon seeder, he will overlap 3 meters of the end of the thing. You know? You look at this, man. The last drop is hitting the edge of the other one. It's almost, you know, exactly as close as you could get. Oh, really? You're thinking that's the way to do this, huh? Yeah, this is going to mess you up, isn't it? You know what? I'm going to do you a big favor. I'm going to work this out for you. You drive to the end. You turn your butt around. There we go. You get roughly lined up. And... yeah, a bit too much. There we go. Then you go skis. Oh boy. You're gonna get a little bit of overlap there, but that's alright. Okay. You're definitely back on track. So... oh, we've already used up all our logs, eh? Yeah. That's the way that goes. Okay. Still not at the one I want. Where's my, little guy? That should be... Yeah. That's right there, I was in it. I just didn't realize it was hooked up to that thing. Woohoo! Boom. I'll start the engine. Details. Let me tell you. Details. Oh, there you go. Let's go see what happened out at the mine, shall we? Now, apparently all of our pit should be filled back in. Now, I only grabbed a couple of... oh, I wanted to check to see if we're producicating... look at that. 8,600 plus liters of the silage. And 8,600 plus liters of hay. Hay. But, what we're going to do here... whee! Woohoo! Yes. go and take our gear back out there while we're waiting for the hired help to earn their pay, shall we? And we'll have a look. And we'll see what that is to see. Okay, let's go with the little guy first, since he's the one we kind of need to set up first. I suppose I could do a little better landscaping on that one. It's a wee bit on the ugly side. So we never touched any of this. Oh, it looks like it's higher. I may be wrong. I may be just not remembering. But is that not a layer higher than it was before? Maybe even like a double layer up top? I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, because I used to drive over that. Alright. So we've definitely had things done. There's the coal pit. Oh yeah. Same thing again. You can see how high that is stacked. You can imagine if we'd have left our kit sitting here. Need to get into the habit of doing that. Now, these things have engines, they just happen to be really, really quiet ones, so... let's get you into the upright position, and jam you in here as far as you'll go. That's what I like to see. Yeah, that looks good to me. Alrighty. We don't need the belts running because we ain't going to use the thing. Oh, I'm going to turn it off. Okay. Let's go get his big brother. Yeah, again, there's a normal way, and then there's, well, the way we're actually going to do things. Can I squish that? Not really. Oh, boy. Oh, I see we are... Big clock on the wall tells me we're about 30 plus minutes in, so we're just about done here for today's episode. Oh, and Marty, if you're watching, man, sorry it took a while to get back to you with the bit. I suppose the easiest thing would have been to link the Facebook page, but it is there, so I take it you're having a little bit of issue because, yeah, the instructions are great, but no, they don't tell you all the steps. So I hope what I got back to you got you, well, at the point I'm at here with the updated map and all those goodies in place. Because, yeah, it is a bit of a pain in the bum to screw it up and go, oh, well, there goes all the work I did on that map. So, yeah, I went on to the Ricciville site and asked the guys directly. I figured that they would have the most definitive answer for you, because I hadn't had a chance to do it to my map yet. Otherwise I would have just went, well, I did this, and this, and hey, if I can do it, well, we know that basically probably even my cat could do it. So there you are. Well, Dexter anyway. He's a little sharper than Dixie, I think. She didn't hear that. Okay. Actually, get it far enough out of the way that if I have to swing that thing, it's not going to be an effort. There we go. Alrighty. Let's get you all lit up and attached. Oh, I'm not in you, am I? Get in. Thank you. Oh, Binks is playing Farm Sim. Cool. Hope you're doing well, buddy, if you happen to catch this. Alrighty. And then look up, way up. And that should be good. That's all the way up to that other pile. So let's get you folded into place. Awesome. There we go. So that should be set up and ready to go. Which is kind of what I'd say about the episode as well, guys. So I'm going to call it here. Do hope everybody enjoyed. A very busy spring day here down on the farm. Well, at least for the hired hands. Although we are keeping our foot on the pedal as well. So, always a good thing. Till next time, though, this has been Species 7 for the Ricciville map for Farm Sim 19. Take care of each other, folks. And ciao for now. Helper B has completed their task. I'll have to see this with my own eyes.